Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As I said it many times, I'm for as much free speech as possible, and I'm okay with people making fools of themselves 100%. All right, but in this case, in this case, this article that I have here is one that really irritated me to a certain extent that I have to make a video on this Sean Penn. Yes, that how should I put him? Court mime, court gesture that has millions of dollars and was awarded, I think, 2 Oscars, which for me means not much because it's among them over there. You know what I mean? But anyway, the reality is that he is a rich guy and he's an actor. He went to visit his, I don't know how to call it, Zelensky, which is the same as Jmihal, the same as Reznikov, the same as Yermak. And he made this documentary about Zelensky, praising this guy as if we never had in our civilization anything like this before, and he surpasses now Alexander the Great by far. And anything that we had, like in any way, bring Winston Churchill, 0. Bring, I don't know, Alexander the Great, as I mentioned, 0. Bring Napoleon Bonaparte, 0. Anybody, this guy is the best. Well, I've seen this a lot of times when people of no value being pushed forward just because, you know what I mean. So if you don't know what I mean, maybe you're going to figure it out later. So this Sean Penn went to Ukraine a few times, and now he made this little documentary, and he's trying to shame us if we don't agree with him. So let me show you this article where he lumps us in one group with him, and he's trying to do the same thing as if you remember the New Testament of the Christian scripture, where you have the gathering of all those Pharisees in front of Pontius Pilatus, how you want to call it in English. And you had Jesus and you had Barabbas. And if you remember, the crowd said, crucify him. And the guy said, the Roman guy, he said, well, I don't see anything wrong that this guy, I don't find any fault for Jesus Christ. I don't know, he's just misguided. He's just out of his mind. And the guys in the crowd, they started yelling, according to the Bible, not with me, his blood should be on our hands, or be on our hands, or on our children, or on us, or something like that. Well, we don't do this. We can't speak for this guy's blood. It's on our hands and our children's hands and our generations, or something like this. That's not something the Roman law allowed. I know the Old Testament allows that. How do you call it? The collective punishment is good over there, and it's a-okay somehow. But the Romans said, no, we can't have that one. So this Sean Penn, and this little article, or at least that I picked, says Sean Penn urges Biden to send modern fighter jets to Ukraine. And this is what he says. Blood will be on our hands. Now, you know that he means you and I, if you're an American citizen, and not only the Western civilization. He determines that blood will be on our hands if we don't help that clown of his. So this is this guy's opinion right here. Now, I don't like this kind of, he can have his free speech as much as he wants, but I don't like when he tries to build guilt by association somehow, or a group guilt. I don't like that. And unfortunately, in American society, I see that very much happening nowadays. And look at this picture. And for people who know what I'm talking about, there are 3 people here. You see the guy in the back? I tell you who that is if you don't know. That is Yermak. Is Yermak, another Ukrainian, This is Zelensky, another Ukrainian, and this is an American, okay? Okay, so all these three are in good shape. Here is missing Zmihal, another Ukrainian, and here is missing Reznikov, another Ukraine. Now, Reznikov is the defense ministry of Ukraine. This is the president of Ukraine. Zmihal is the prime minister of Ukraine, and this is the chief of staff. He's the presidential office chief, right there. And you got this guy over here. So you would have 5 little, I don't know, Weinsteins or something like that. So this guy, again, is this guy. I don't care. I mean, I don't like the guy, not by appearance, but let's make it a little bit funnier, because I'm already, how should I put it, at least irritated with this guy. Because he can have his free speech. He can say whatever he wants to say. I'm just pointing to his mentality. Give those guys, give my buddy and his buddies, our buddy, ourselves, give us some F-16s modern to fight the Russians, all right? Otherwise, blood is on our hands. No, I don't, blood on your hand, but not on mine. Don't lump me in with your freak show. This is how I see it. And I've seen this too many times already in the United States of America. How should I put this kind of people? Who are these guys? VIPs? What are they? Celebrities? Something. People with money, and you know, they come and try to shame everybody into doing something. Otherwise, blood is on your hands. What the hell is going on? What is this? Well, I know what it is. This is like children talk. The problem is adults getting engaged in this kind of talk. As I said, I have very few things that I think free speech should not allow, or people, and those are threatening someone with violence, creating panic in a situation, that would cause damage and all that. Things like this. We have laws for every other thing, like destroying someone's life by spewing lies. We have all those are in the books. But the same, we have the right to be fools and show it that we are. And I think this guy is a dangerous fool. He can be a fool. I'm glad that he doesn't have power, even though he sends a lot of money wherever he wants. That's his money. He can do whatever he wants with that. But again, I don't like when people try to shame you like that, to, say that somehow you're guilty because you disagree with his little thing. I think I can say the same thing about him, and we get the pointing fingers like children in the sandbox. So I just had to say a few words about this Zelensky, what's his name, Sean, Penn, and the bunch of Weinsteins. That's it, my friends. It was just a little, irritation with this guy. I made some videos before about this Weinstein, and it's just has too much, chutzpah. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.